Hey everyone, it's Raquel Bowman here, and today I'm sharing a layout that I created for Pink Paislee a little while ago now. And this layout features a cut file from Wilna, and it was actually one that was possibly even from one of the art classes. It's been in my cut file stash for a while in that sort of must do or must create with cut file, and I found the perfect page to use it on. So what I'm documenting for this layout is a photo of some flowers, and these flowers were given to me given to me as a surprise from my mum and daughter. And I'd been having just one of those days, and they'd gone to the shops and come home with these beautiful flowers, and it was just one of those sort of moments where just giving those flowers sort of not turned my thoughts around, but just really cheered me up. So it was just a lovely gesture, and I wanted to document it on this layout. So what I'm doing is backing the cut file with some of the 6x6 pattern papers from Page's Oh My Heart collection. And for the bottom of the vase, I've used that gorgeous sort of lots of blocks of squares pattern paper, and it just really worked well with the open spaces of the vase. And then I've used a gradient pink paper just for the top of the floral, and then just some of the greens for the leaves. Then what I wanted to do is and I think I've talked about this pattern paper before, there's a pattern paper in the collection that has lots and lots of shelves on it. So the rows of shelves, and they have cookbooks on them and utensils and all cute little knick-knacky things. And I'd been dying of trying to think of a way to use this paper that was different, or just a way to use it in general. So what I decided to do was rest my vase on one of the shelves of this paper, and I thought that that was a perfect way of incorporating that paper, and it sort of worked well with the theme of what I was creating as well. So I've added one of the purple strips of the shelving to the bottom of the page, and then I've also added some embellishments. Some of them are from some of the older collections by Page, and some are from this current one. And what I've done is just added a few of those to the bottom. Like you can see there, I'm trying to add that row of cups, which I think I end up putting back actually. I've added a couple of little nail polishes and other bits and pieces that I thought I could use from that sticker book. And then what I have done off camera is I've grabbed out some of the floral ephemera pieces from the collection. Ones that I thought that I could sort of tuck and add around that big floral vase. I've also added a bow onto the bottom of the vase just to give it a nice little detail, and I've cut a photo mat using one of the purple pattern papers, and I've chosen purple on that bottom strip and then a couple of the ephemera and that paper because of the purple that is within the photo. So now I'm just going to add some foam adhesive or some foam sheet or fun foam to the back of that cut file, and that's just to give it a little bit of dimension and help it to really pop off the page. I haven't been able to find, this isn't an adhesive backed one, I haven't been able to find any in Australia, so if anyone does know where I can get that from. I do know it's on Amazon, but we don't have Amazon in Australia, not yet, apparently soon. So I popped it in my cart, and it just, with the postage price, it just ended up being a ridiculous price. So I'd really like to be able to find it in Australia. So if you know, let me know in the comments below. That would be great. So what I'm doing now is just adhering the bits and pieces down. So I do add that second row of little cups to the side, and I add on my floral vase, and then I'm going to add down my photo. And because I've got some foam adhesive under the floral piece already, I've sort of got a position where I pop the photo and the foam under the photo, so there's a bit strategically there, so it's all evenly adhered. Then some of the florals there I didn't mention are fussy cut from one of the pattern papers as well, like that pink one in the sort of left corner of that cluster there. So that's fussy cut from a paper, as well as some of the teeny tiny floral pieces as well. That floral ephemera piece I cut in half just because I didn't want to waste half of it under that photo, and it's such a pretty one. I think it's my favourite piece. And then with the title, it's actually a puffy sticker from one of the first collections. I think it might actually be Fancy Free by Paige, and it just says most favourite, and I thought that that was really the perfect title when I was going back through all of my stash of Pink Paislee goodies. I thought that was perfect. It's got a gorgeous green and blue sort of colour tone to it, which sort of complements what I'd put together already perfectly. So I've added that there. And then with my journaling for this page, what I decided to do was type it for something different. And when I have adhered that to the page, I was trying to find somewhere where it wouldn't off balance what I'd done. So I didn't want to fill my page, I suppose, if I think of it in those ways. So what I decided to do was to run it vertically along the side of that photo, vertically along the side of the photo, because I felt that by doing that, I was still keeping that balance to my page that I wanted, and I was able to document the story of those flowers and what that meant to me. And yeah, I just wanted that recorded. So it was a really lovely gesture. It was unexpected, and I think those are the best ones to have, really. So to finish the page, once I've adhered down that journaling, I'm just running a bit of stitching just along the two sides and the top, just to sort of frame in that solid piece or that solid shelf at the bottom. Felt like it just needed something to bring it all back together, so I've added that in, and that's my finished layout. So I'm going to leave you with some close-ups. The Oh My Heart collection is still available in stores. It's the latest collection by Pink Paislee and Paige Evans, so you can still get that if you wanted to do a page similar. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll share some more videos soon. Bye!